Hi guys, Mark Crossfield here. I'm here with Steve Buzza. Hello Stephen. We are at the Vic Ambler Golf Centre at Exeter University, where Steve is the performance coach here.
Performance coach. You might hear some background noise. It's Bucks Wednesday. My team are away playing and we've got some hockey and...
Yes, there's lots of sports going on around, so you will hear, and we can't control what language they use.
Yes, but
they are playing football over there and hockey over there, and I've heard some fruitful words, if I say.
In the centre of it all.
Yes, is some golf excellence. So look, what we're going to do is we've got GC2 on the floor here, going to measure spin. We're hitting a chip shot. How far? White flag. What are we calling that? 15 yards?
Yeah, 15 yards.
And we're going to show you how we might try to control spin or not. So for players who maybe want to learn how to hit that kind of lowish checky runner shot, but also the dangers of hitting that shot as well. With the help of GC2, we'll present some numbers to hopefully help you understand. We'll show you maybe some of the feelings we're using to control the spin on the ball or not. Let's get stuck in. Right, Steve, what I want you to do, I want you to hit a few chips, go into the white flag here, and I want you to try and play them as spinny as possible. Okay, so you do two and then I'll do two, and we'll explain to the audience what we're feeling that we're doing, and maybe talk about some of the numbers that come out.
The first thing first, I'm trying to go under the premise that it's going to spin more if we hit it slightly off the bottom of the club.
Okay, so you're bearing in mind your strike. What loft have you got there?
I've got a 58.
Yeah, so I've got my 60, so our versions of the same club. This is, we understand this is a high risk shot. We're hitting kind of, I would call this a cocky shot, so good chippers would really play this. But it is, you know, you're kind of chucking it in relatively low and trying to chuck it and spin it by the hole. Check it out.
Maybe it's the one Pig Eye's been trying to play.
Yeah, but there is reasons to play this shot sometimes. I've played in tournaments where this is the shot really you'd want to play, because you've got to land it and stop it quick because the green's going to run away, and this is an option. So show me. You're going 58, hit a couple. We'll talk about what you do in a second. Just hit a couple. Okay, so how spinny did that feel?
I feel very spinny.
Okay. 2.4, so 2,400 revs is you hitting one that felt very spinny. Let's try again. So that looks spinnier to me. 1.9, so it was less. Had more height, wasn't it?
Yeah, didn't carry it quite as far either.
So you got that kind of pop in the air. Yeah. So let me try 160 degree, and I'm going to just go for my kind of spinny, still trying to get it towards target and the right distance, but trying to get it to really check up. I mean, that definitely had some check on it. It's just resetting as in there. 3.2.
3.2. Yeah.
So that's, I mean, what were you, 2.9, so I'm 300 revs more on that one. Let's give it another go. Now I've caught that slightly bottom groovy, didn't get the check, but it was 2.6, but it had the speed, which is why it's fired on.
That's the one we'll talk about, the one that...
Oh, absolutely.
Slightly go wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I'm going to do one more, just to see if I can get to my... I got one into 4,000s, and it's a bit too much height. And what are we getting on that one? 2.4. So I went from 2.4 up to 3.10. So trying to control the spin, as you could see, I mean, I got one that came off and looked really nice and checked up, and then the others one was a disaster and one's a bit short. So you can see the dangers of playing this shot. If you can't control the spin, which I was struggling to there consistently, how am I going to control rollout and what have you?
And I don't know about yourself, but I like to actually play them feeling like it's a softer flight, less spin. Yeah. And you can still stop it, that's the thing. Yeah, yeah. And sometimes we sometimes overcomplicate it by going to the spin. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. There are times you get your match play moment when you feel like like Hunter on 18 in the European.
But look, yeah, I mean, there's times and places. If you wanted to play this shot, so they want to play the spinny one, the way I'm playing it, I'm choosing a lofted club, so my 60. For me, what I feel as I'm hitting the ball, I'm trying to connect quite level. Yeah. So I'm trying to connect very level while keeping loft on the club. Now, lots of people obviously feel to hit a spinny shot, you've got to hit down more. What happens for me, if I hit down more, it's very hard then to maintain the loft. As soon as I take some loft off, I feel like I'm getting a more of a rebounding shot rather than that friction up the face.
And it's the shot, it comes out the same, doesn't it? And you're expecting it to bite hard second, and then it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're creating the loft by taking it off, whereas we're trying to actually play the ball off slightly off the bottom of the club, so then it comes out low for that reason.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for me, my feelings, and something for you guys to practice. So set up, I've got the ball pretty much in the middle of my stance. I've got maybe 65-70% on the front foot. I haven't particularly got much handle lean. I'm trying to maintain loft. So I've got the handle quite level with the head. But what I'm trying to do is I hit the ball, I feel like I'm pulling the handle up and left, while hitting with a bit of speed down there. So the loft is hopefully going to make it not go too far, but the speed is going to help me create that friction as well. And the pulling up and left with the handle, for me it feels like I'm trying to run the ball sideways up the face, not up the middle as if I was going through, like I'm almost pulling across it as I hit level through. And when I do those, which is hard to control, I do get that one nearer in the 4,000. Now I just slightly caught the ground there, so that's 2.8. If that strike was perfect, that would have gone up to 3.8. Those kind of things.
Can you just show your normal one, just so we got something to compare?
Yeah, well, if I was to play a more, I'm a little nervous, just chip it forward and let it run out shot, so not the cocky one as I called it, I would be playing much more just kind of straight through. Caught that a little clean, so that's got 2.5 of spin out the bottom groove. Let me do that again. So I would be playing it more that way with some release. 1.4. Yeah. So I'm literally, I mean, I wouldn't use this club. I would actually start taking loft off it. But if I was just playing, like, let's say I had to go over a hump, but I was going to use more kind of land angle to stop it rather than check, you know, I'd be going that way a bit more. That's 2.2. So considerably less than what I'm getting. Do you want to hit that last one off? Let's see how spinny you can get. So really the guys need, lots of people think they need to hit down, don't they? So maybe not trying to hit down is one little tip for you here.
Certainly, the down isn't going to help.
No, I think it's just going to de-loft and then you've got one that's just shooting.
Bravery, so you need the speed.
Yeah. See, that was nipped. 2.6.
2.6.
Which is quite high for your, we're getting different levels, aren't we?
I like to play them softer and longer.
Yeah, so I mean I do as well. I would only play this spinny one if the situation demanded I play, because I know it can go so wrong, because I could get one with 800 revs and I could get one with 4,000 revs, and then the turnout of landing and stopping is going to be so contrasting. So guys, try and feel that you're a bit more level as you're coming in to hit the ball. Forget the hitting down. Definitely try and feel like you've got speed as you pull the handle up and to the left, to try and feel like you are maintaining some loft with some speed. And feel strike. We can feel if we've got the spinny one, because I mean, I don't know how true this is. I feel like I can feel it ripping up the grooves. And let's say I hit the one where I catch the ground slightly first, I feel like then the club just takes all the loft off, and I get that one where it's more like, not a driver swing, because obviously there's much more loft, but it's more of that reboundy shot. Yeah. Level, speed, handle up and to the left. Try your low spinny ones, and like Steve said at the start, if you can focus on trying to catch out that kind of 2 grooves down, you will get that really checky one. But understand that this shot can get you in, we can win you awards, Stephen, but it can also make you look very silly.
Hero,
or the villain.
Be the zero.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks to Exeter University letting us come up and film. Post comments down below, guys. As always, love to hear what you've got to say. Speak to you soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.